Delta Force Mobile has won over so many players. Mobile shooters often struggle with lag or stutter, but Delta Force Mobile bucks that trend. On the Google Play Store, it holds a 4.6-star rating from 65.7K reviews, with many players saying, "Game doesn't lag at all," even in 24 versus 24 matches. Even players on weaker devices chime in. On Reddit, one fan reports solid 50 to 60 frames per second on a Dimensity 7050 phone and 60 frames per second on an iPad, calling the port so good. UpToDown's Android download page lists a 4.3-star rating, 567 reviews, with reviewers again highlighting the smooth frame rates and minimal crashes. On Reddit, threads celebrate the devs' fast patches. Bugs found in beta were often fixed within days of launch. Weekly developer updates detail upcoming features and solicit player feedback, earning praise for transparency and responsiveness. All these elements combine to explain why thousands of players are jumping into Delta Force Mobile every day, and why its ratings hover near the top of mobile FPS charts. Many users on Reddit complain that 75% of the game you're blind and waiting for smoke or explosives to clear, calling frequent smoke grenades annoying and urging for an infantry-only mode to curb camping vehicles. Critics argue this smoke spam leads to frustrating matches where vision is obscured and gameplay feels gimmicky rather than tactical. A common grievance is wildly inconsistent TTK. Some guns melt armor with one bullet, while others feel like airsoft replicas due to low damage. On TapTap, players note that some weapons are clearly overpowered, creating a pay-to-win vibe when high-tier guns dominate matches. Several Redditors lament the hero shooter style. Distinct operators crowd lobbies and reduce the classic Delta Force tactical appeal. Calls to remove the hero shooter format highlight that many joined for a traditional squad-based FPS, not abilities-driven classes. On Steam, a major thread warns that the game's anti-cheat expert, Ace, installs highly invasive kernel-level spyware that persists after uninstallation and conflicts with other anti-cheat systems like Easy Anti-Cheat. Multiple users report errors blocking other games until they manually delete Ace services via command prompt, fueling privacy and security fears. Players on Steam and Reddit note that many matches are populated by AI bots rather than humans, leading to erratic aim locks and useless bots that ruin immersion. This bot AI issue is blamed for making matches feel unpredictable, either too easy or unrealistically challenging, when bots suddenly snipe from across the map. TapTap reviews describe the economic system as aggressive, with many cosmetics locked behind paywalls and some skins granting minor stat boosts, edging toward pay to win. Despite a marketplace allowing peer trading, players worry that rare items will remain gated for high spenders, creating long-term fairness issues. Several community posts criticize the Battle Pass grind, claiming weekly challenges are repetitive and rewards skew heavily toward premium tiers. This has led some to label the progression predatory, especially for newcomers unable to keep pace with seasoned grind or pay veterans. Steam users and YouTubers alike call the sound design terrible. Gunshots lack punch, environments feel empty, and spatial audio is awful for discerning enemy position. Flat, unsatisfying weapon sounds push some players away, arguing that audio is as crucial to immersion as visuals. Many wish for a server browser to join specific lobbies, noting the current system needs this ASAP to avoid random match frustrations. On-screen HUD elements can feel cramped on smaller devices, and some players report difficulty tweaking controls due to overlapping buttons. Reports of rampant cheating, aim locks, wall hacks, and bot-like behavior erode confidence that high-rank leaderboards reflect real skill. Although the devs patch regularly, many feel anti-cheat fixes lag behind the cheating tools, exacerbating match fairness debates. Longtime Delta Force fans argue this mobile title has nothing to do with any other Delta Force game beyond the name, lamenting the shift from tactical realism to a battle royale-style mobile port. This disconnect fuels criticism that the brand was used simply to leverage nostalgia rather than deliver a true sequel experience. Overall, while many issues are grounded in real user experiences, smoke spam, anti-cheat concerns, aggressive monetization, some complaints stem from growing pains typical of live service FPS launches. The biggest takeaways: the devs must balance weapon and ability design, address privacy fears around Ace, refine the progression economy, and continue tightening anti-cheat measures if they want to sustain the early hype. Here's a concise summary of how many of the top criticisms have already been addressed or put into perspective by the developers and community. Smoke, explosives, weapons have been rolled out regularly, with smoke grenades nerfed and weapon TTK tuned in multiple patch notes. Anti-cheat concerns around Ace are mitigated by the devs' transparency about partnering with a professional solution and ongoing updates to avoid conflicts. Bot population is far lower in many regions and modes than first feared, with devs promising reduced AI spawns and veteran streamers confirming human matchmaking. Pay-to-win fears have been countered by official statements that no gameplay-affecting items are locked behind paywalls, and independent analyses confirm that most paid goods are cosmetic. Audio and UI improvements are part of recent optimization updates, adding binaural sound and teasing a server browser feature in test builds. Brand legacy is being honored through a dedicated campaign mode and developer interviews, stressing tactical roots, not just the name. Shortly after launch, the studio nerfed smoke grenades, reducing duration and clip size to prevent vision-blocking chains in warfare modes. The March 20th patch specifically adjusted smoke density and lowered grenade cooldowns to keep pushes flowing without wall of fog tactics. Developers have rolled out weapon tuning across seasons, evening out the time to kill by buffing underperforming guns and reining in melt-it rifles. In an interview, game director Ricky Liao explained they monitor heat maps and pick rate stats to rebalance operators and ensure no single ability or class dominates. Despite the early alarm, the official site clarifies that anti-cheat expert, Ace, is a standard professional kernel-level solution used in many AAA titles, with no hidden telemetry beyond cheat detection. In the same Outer Haven interview, Liao emphasized that user privacy is paramount, and Ace updates have since been rolled out to avoid conflicts with other anti-cheat systems. While Day 1 bots were noticeable, matchmaking has shifted heavily toward human lobbies in major regions, and popular streamers report 99% human opponents during peak hours on Asian and EU servers. A recent community post notes that AI spawn rates in operations were cut by half after player feedback, improving the PvP experience. The in-game store is strictly cosmetic. Weapon skins and character outfits have zero impact on damage or TTK. A Sportskeeda report confirms developers guarantee zero pay-to-win features, with premium items purely aesthetic and often earnable through events. While some found the Battle Pass grind steep at launch, seasonal updates have since introduced free tiers with key rewards and reduced daily challenge counts to lower grind fatigue. Developer live streams now preview each week's objectives and adjust based on completion stats to keep them fun, not a chore. The April 21st patch introduced object-based binaural sound, enhancing spatial cues so gunshots and footsteps feel more realistic and help listeners locate enemies accurately. A server browser feature briefly appeared in test builds and is slated for full release soon, giving players lobby control. Ongoing UI tweaks have also rearranged button layouts on smaller screens to prevent overlap and clutter. In addition to Ace, The team now uses pattern-based detection and community flagging to ban hundreds of cheaters weekly, with public ban waves announced in dev blogs. Beyond borrowing the name, the game features a co-op campaign mode inspired by classic Delta Force operations, and interviews with Liao highlight a commitment to tactical pacing and realistic loadouts that echo the original franchise. Hey, thanks for sticking around till the end. Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear what you think. Don't forget to hit like if this helped you decide whether to dive into Delta Force Mobile, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss more real talk game reviews. Catch you next time, and happy fragging!